Hey, what up, everybody? This is Mr. Seahawks 7 here, and uh, just wanting to be a part of, the entire conversation of the Seahawks season, how it's going. Um, I don't have a camera or anything, so it's I did, but I don't have it anymore. So I'm not sure if that's a thing, if that's a problem. I don't know, but I'm not too worried about it. What I do want to say is to all of the NFC West fans, whether it be Seahawks fans, 49ers fans, Cardinals fans, Rams fans, doesn't matter. How cool is this? Like, let's all be honest with each other for a second. Let's set aside our differences, if that's what you want to call them, and let's come together as football fans, because that's ultimately who we are. That's all. We're all very, very similar, regardless of what you want to think. How cool is this? We're the only division in football with all four of our teams having a winning record. And I'm going to give mad props right now to St. Louis and how they've played. Okay, I don't care if you absolutely hate the Rams. Let's be honest, you are impressed with how the team has turned around. You are. Simple as that. Already winning more games than they won all of last year. Um, they beat Seattle. They beat Arizona. It's impressive. It's impressive. Um, Obviously, I'd like to give props to the Cardinals for doing what they have, 4-0. Or not regardless. Obviously, squeaking by in some of their wins, like two drop passes in Week 1, where Doug Baldwin and Braylon Edwards each dropped a game-winning touchdown. Then Week 2, the Patriots missing the game-winning field goal. But nevertheless, 4-1. The 49ers, obviously a good team. We all knew that coming in. And they have obviously done well. Now, losing to the Vikings was a bit of a question mark to me. But the Vikings are 4-1. So, what does that tell me? I don't know. Um, but I think all these teams in the division right now could easily have gone undefeated. Okay? Any four of these teams right now could have gone undefeated at some point. The 49ers, let's admit, it was an upset. They should have won that game beforehand. If everybody had to make a prediction, I'd say at least 90% of the people on here would have said the 49ers. That, against the Vikings, they could have easily been 5-0. The Cardinals, going against the Rams, once again, on paper, should have won that game. Okay, 5-0. The Rams, what did you guys lose Week 1 to the Lions on a game-ending drive, or game-winning drive, and then, what was your other loss? I cannot remember the other Rams loss. This makes me look so stupid. Hold on one second. I apologize for this. Rams schedule. Who the hell did you guys? You guys Oh yeah, lost. Okay, never mind. You guys lost to the Bears. Stomped by the Bears actually. But okay, so the Rams could have been 4-1 though. Let's be honest. Rams could have been 4-1. Okay, and then the Seahawks, they could have been 5-0 with the two drop passes in Week 1. And the slip up and fall of Anthony McCoy there in Week 4 against the Rams, which was, they were down, what was it? They were down, they were in Rams territory. They were in field goal range, which wouldn't have meant anything. They had to have gotten a touchdown, but let's face it, Anthony McCoy slipped and Russell Wilson threw an interception. So any of these teams in this division besides the Rams could be 5-0. Rams could be 4-1. This is by far the best division in football right now. By far. I think, but right now, these are the best four, or this is the best division for defense by far. You got the number one defense in Seattle. what's Arizona's defense? I think Arizona's defense is like, I think it's like 12th, something like that. You got the 49ers, who are second, and the Rams. I'm trying to remember. I think they're top 15. I don't remember. I think they're like 14, maybe 15. And they've all done well. All the defenses have done well. Offensively, not the same story. I think the Rams' offense is bottom 3. The Cardinals' offense is 31st. The Seahawks are 27th. And the 49ers are 6th. The 49ers they have the best rushing attack right now, combined as a total. Marshawn Lynch is actually the best running back right now. But if you take these numbers, statistically, the 49ers are the best team in the division. And under that would be Seattle. Under that would be the Cardinals, and then the Rams. Actually, no, I think it goes the Rams-Cardinals. So it's like flipped. This goes to show that this division is so close right now that statistically it's almost flopped upside down as to what it is. You know, the Seahawks are playing the second best statistically, 49, and they're tied for third. The 49ers are tied for first. They're playing the best, though. So the 49ers should be right where they're at. The Cardinals and the Rams should technically be tied for third, with the Seahawks in second. And it's not going to matter. Like, right now, let's all face it, nothing that has happened has concreted this division. It's so close right now. It's so close. And every week it's just going to matter so much. Coming into the weekend, the Cardinals are going to face the Bills, who have a absolutely terrible defense right now. Absolutely terrible defense. But their rushing is amazing right now. Their offense has done okay. Fitzpatrick has thrown 27 touchdowns with 28 interceptions in his last, I think over the last, this start of the year and the second half of last year. The 49ers play the Giants, which, I'm excited about that one. That one, I'm going to have to keep switching back and forth between the Seahawks and 49ers game. That's going to be so amazing, I think. The Rams play the Dolphins, who, let's face it, the Dolphins are surprising people. They have a way better offense than St. Louis. Their defense is around St. Louis, but their rushing defense is amazing. And the Rams have not been able to rush at all, and they're 30th in passing. The Rams are 22nd in rushing right now. So, Dolphins are 8th in rushing, 18th in passing. The Rams and the Dolphins have virtually the same ranked defense, 14 and 15, Rams being 14. Dolphins have the 13th best offense. I think, honestly, Tannehill is going to surprise, and I think he's going to pick up this win. I think the Rams should be 3-3, but the way they have played, who knows? It could be completely different. I'm not shutting Rams fans out. I'm not very biased. I don't have an absolute hate for any of these teams in the division. So don't, put comments, oh, you fucking faggot, fucking Seahawks fan, piece of shit, you don't gotta be like that. I'm gonna be pretty honest, with how I feel, and I'm not gonna be biased about this. I'm really not. Although I should admit now that I don't think I'll be giving Rams as much credit as I should be for how they have played, but statistically, Dolphins should win this one. They should. But statistically, the Cardinals should have beat the Rams. Whatever. So we'll see. I am giving the edge to the Dolphins this time around. Cardinals, Bills. The second worst offense in the NFL going against the second worst defense in the NFL. That, of course, being Arizona's offense, Buffalo's defense. And the 17th best offense going against the 12th best defense. What does this mean? Does this mean high scoring, low scoring? High scoring, low scoring. I'm going to go somewhere in the middle. This should be like a 23-21 kind of game. Coming down to a missed field goal or making a field goal. I'm not kidding. This should be a definite close one. Fitzgerald, Fitzpatrick. Why did I say Fitzgerald? Ryan Fitzpatrick. What the hell is wrong with me? Sorry, I was I was definitely zoning out. I was reading something when I said that. Fitzpatrick hasn't done well. Thigpen played a bit last week. I think he threw a touchdown too, like their backup tight end, I believe. Yeah, it was like a 4-yard touchdown. Yeah, because that made it like a touchdown game against Detroit, right? Something like that. But are we gonna see Thigpen? Are we gonna see Fitzpatrick? And then on the other side, is Cobb gonna play mediocre, or is Skelton gonna come back? Is Skelton even healthy? What the hell is going on? Both of these teams offensively are struggling. Bills have a much better offense though because of that rushing attack. Cardinals can stop a rush though, but they didn't really stop Marshawn Lynch in week 1, which leads me to believe that why would they be able to stop a two-headed monster like C.J. Spiller, Fred Jackson, who have done great this year in Buffalo. I'm gonna give this win barely to Bills, barely to the Bills, like barely. It's gonna definitely come down to the quarterbacks though. Can Fitzpatrick hit 200 yards? Can Cobb hit 200 yards? You know, whichever one is gonna hit 200 yards is gonna be the winner of this game. And one of these quarterbacks has to throw 2 touchdowns. You know, they're going to have to throw 2 touchdowns. It's going to have to be Cobb to throw the 2 touchdowns. If Cobb cannot play, they will lose because they have the second worst rushing attack in the NFL. So if Cobb doesn't hit 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, they're going to lose. Simple. And that's definitely a task that he can get against the second worst defense in the NFL. But I have the Bills winning this game by 2 points. 23-21. 49ers, Giants. You got the second best offense going against the second best defense. Sorry, so second best offense, second best defense. That's like an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. That's crazy to think about. And then you got the 21st ranked defense with the Giants meeting the 6th ranked offense. The passing attack of the 49ers is mediocre but reliable. It's not flashy, but definitely, like I said, reliable. He's not going to go out there and throw 350 yards for 4 touchdowns, but Alex Smith can throw 65% completion with a touchdown or 2, and like 20 for 24 or something. Alex Smith is reliable, not flashy. That's what I'm going to say. And the rushing 49ers have the best rushing attack in the NFL right now, with the Giants having the 12th best rushing attack. So I'm going to have to say that the 49ers are going to win this one. I don't think it's going to be smooth sailing. I think it's going to be like a 24-17 game, maybe 24-20. But I am going to give this one to the 49ers. They should be 5-1. And then let's talk about the Seahawks game. Now, you got the first ranked offense in New England, the best, going against the first ranked defense in Seattle, the best. Once again, unstoppable force meets an immovable object. Scary, right? This is a step up above the Giants 49ers. These are 2 very decisive games in the division this week. These are very, very... If both of these teams can win, if the Seahawks and the 49ers can win, then I think you start hearing people say the NFC West is the NFC best. And I think it's already there. But if both of these teams win, that's when other people are going to start saying so. The Seahawks have the second worst passing attack in the NFL, but they are also one of the least passing attacks in the NFL. What I mean by that is they don't have the yards to show for it because they're not attempting for it. Russell Wilson still has the training wheels on. We saw them come off a little bit last week against the Panthers. They're still holding him back from his potential, I believe. The play calling is mediocre. It's getting there. Reliant on the 7th best rushing attack in the NFL in Seattle. It's going to have to be Marshawn Lynch pounding against the 22nd ranked defense in the NFL with New England. Marshawn Lynch is going to have to get 100 yards, and Russell Wilson's going to have to throw for 200 again. And if they do this, they're going to win. The Seahawks will win because I believe if you look back, this should get Seattle fans excited. The Seahawks have not allowed a passing touchdown in 14 quarters. 14. We have not seen a passing touchdown since the second quarter of the Seahawks-Cowboys game in Week 2. 14 quarters it has been since the last passing touchdown, and it was from Tony Romo. Rushing touchdowns. I did not look into this one, but the Panthers did not have one. Last week against the Rams. Did the Rams? No, they did not. They scored all their teams on special points. Or special teams, sorry. Week before that, Packers. Packers did have a rushing touchdown. Yes. So it has been at least 8 quarters since a rushing touchdown has happened. Okay? This defense is absolutely shut down. Shut down. Lock the game up defense. They are absolutely amazing right now. Best secondary in the NFL. An amazing pass rush right now. Amazing run stop. It has just been great. Everything except for third down has been phenomenal for the Seahawks. And if they didn't have the third down percentages allowed, like they do, I think it's somewhere around like 35 or 40% allowed, which is ridiculous, they would be, without question, called the number 1 defense in the NFL. Right now they are ranked number 1, but people bitch about it. People say it's controversial, blah 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 blah, blah because of their third down. But if they turn that around, and if they keep Brady away from the first down markers on third down, it's not going to be a pretty game for the Patriots. This is not going to be a high-scoring game. I'm telling you right now. The Patriots will probably get a passing touchdown. They won't. I don't think they'll get a rushing touchdown. Maybe. I think they're going to get most of their yards on the ground, though. But they'll probably get a passing touchdown. And I see this game being like 17-14. And I think it's going to come down to 1 rushing touchdown for the Patriots, 1 passing touchdown for the Patriots. And then on the other side, I think it's going to be the same thing. I think it's going to be a rushing touchdown from Marshawn Lynch and a passing touchdown from Russell Wilson. But I think the 3 points difference is going to come off of an early turnover or a great run off of Leon Washington. I think this is going to be a very defensive battle because of the great defense of Seattle and then the mediocre offense of Seattle going against the mediocre defense of New England. And I think this really is going to be 17-14, and the Seahawks should get this win, especially at home. They completely shut out the Packers' offense. And now, people, I don't want to hear anything like, oh, the controversial call, oh my God, because bad call or not, the Seahawks put themselves in a position to win that game. And by all means, they deserved to win that game. 8 sacks on Aaron Rodgers, keeping Aaron Rodgers out of the end zone. Come on, people. The Seahawks put themselves in a position to win the game, and that's what they did. And they've been in a position to win every single one of these 5 games. They have been. Whether you like it or not, that's how it's been. And they're not going to get shut out anytime soon. That's not going to happen. Not one of these 16 games is going to be a blowout because of the defense they have. Granted, they might not be into some of the games because of the offense, but none of them are going to be blowouts, including this one, especially not at home. No. You're coming off of a Eastern Time Zone victory away. Okay? You're coming off of that. You're coming home to Seattle. It's Tom Brady's first time ever playing in Seattle, by the way. He doesn't know what the hell to expect. They're switching over to a one-word play call, much like Oregon, in their huddle. I don't know if that's for this game or if it's just something they've been doing. It's going to be reliant on Seattle's ability to make the play calls and changes defensively at the line. Because once Tom Brady is out to the line, he's not making any changes. That's it. Tom Brady will be committing to his play, and he's a monster, and he's absolutely brilliant at quarterback, and he'll be executing those plays. So it's up to Seattle, once New England does get up to the line, to make changes and try and read the offense that Tom Brady is setting up and take him down. The pass rush has to be great, like it was against Aaron Rodgers. It has to get all over Tom Brady. He's much less mobile than Aaron Rodgers. He's much less mobile than Cam Newton. He's much less mobile than Sam Bradford. And the Seahawks got to Cam Newton. They got to Aaron Rodgers. Okay, that's what needs to continue to trend, is the Seahawks pass rush. If they can bring down Tom Brady, they can keep him out, keep him away, force them to hand the ball off to Ridley, Woodhead, um, where the Seahawks have been amazing stopping the run. This is when Seattle's time is going to have to come offensively. I said last week, I didn't make a video, but I said last week, this has to be Russell Wilson's game to break the training wheels off. Well, they're starting to take them off. They're unscrewing them a little bit. This is the game where you pull them off. You let Russell Wilson fly downfield, okay? Because the main pieces of New England that keeps them together is their linebacking core and defensive line. The secondary is a puzzle that has still not been pieced together, and they need to tear them apart. The Seahawks need to seriously let Rice, Tate, Baldwin fly downfield. This needs to be a game where the Seahawks really open it up with the deep ball. It has to be. And Russell Wilson has to get 200 yards and a touchdown. He has to. And I think he will. And as far as play calling goes, they need to make plays to get downfield to let Marshawn punch it in. And then they need to make a play to hit the end zone with Russell Wilson. I think Russell Wilson's touchdown needs to be on a deep ball. And I think that's what we've seen out of, I think his shortest touchdown was the one last week to Tate for 13 yards. He had a 41-yarder to Tate, a 40 or 30-something yarder to Tate, like a 15-yarder to Rice in week 1. Trying to think, what was the one in week 2? Oh yeah, the one in week 2 was like a 37-yarder to McCoy. And then was there one more that I'm missing? No, that's it. So he has been effective in the deep ball. When they let him throw downfield, he has hit almost all of them. I think his throws 20+ yards have been like 80% completion. And the one interception he has downfield was on a Hail Mary lob to end the first half against the Cardinals. The deep ball has to open up. And I think the Seahawks saw it last week when he hit Tate for like 56 yards and it was called back on a holding. I think the Seahawks said, wow, this is the time. This is when we let Russell Wilson run this offense himself, let him get the deep ball going. Because otherwise, the West Coast passing attack isn't working right now. And I think it's the young immaturity of Russell Wilson. And I mean that as in the underexperience, okay? He'll learn, and I think he'll learn this season. It's not going to take much longer for that. He's extremely intelligent. It's not going to take him much longer to get going. So yeah, Russell Wilson needs to get the deep ball going. Well, the Seahawks play calling needs to get the deep ball going, because when Russell Wilson throws deep, he nails it. So get the play calling right. Stop Ridley, stop Woodhead, sack Brady. Seahawks will win. And they're going to win like 17-14. That's my prediction. So I have the Seahawks and the 49ers winning. Cardinals, Rams losing. Which would mean the Cardinals and the Seahawks would be tied for second at 4-2. The 49ers would be first at 5-1. And the Rams would be fourth at 3-3. That's a good division. That's a good division. And even if all these teams lose this week, none of them would be under 500. None of them. And I'm just so excited, and everybody in the NFC West fan base has to be excited for their team. I don't care what team you like, you are excited right now. So leave your comments below, and good luck to the NFC West this week. 49ers fans, good luck to you against the Giants. Cardinals fans, good luck to you against the Bills. Rams fans, good luck to you against the Dolphins. And most definitely, 12th man, get excited to face the Patriots. And if you are going to that game, please bring the extra bit of thunder that is so much needed for Bruce Irvin and Chris Clemens to feed off of. This is going to be so beneficial for them. The noise is going to be great. And just good luck to everybody. And I will be back, maybe, I might come back for another video soon. I've been off and on with these videos. I deleted a lot of my old videos because there was no reason to have them. So yeah, thank you for watching.